Hi everyone, Laurel Check here to take you through a flip through of a prayer journal I made for a friend of mine. I used this old book cover that I found, really pretty, very textured. Hope you can see that all right. And then I used the craft paper fabric to do the spine. I actually had to expand the spine because it wasn't big enough, and it was also falling apart because it was too old. So that's what I used for that. So that's this stuff right here. It's very flexible, really works well. Anyway, this prayer journal has a lot of photos in it, images from a very old book called Christ and the Fine Arts. This is really old. It's from 1938. And then I have this other one that I pulled a few things from. This has a really beautiful embossed house on it. And then look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I might alter this one with this beautiful marbling. I don't know. We'll see. It's very big, so I don't know if I can really alter it, but that would be a gigantic altered book. Anyways, so we have a closure here with a button, and then I just used a hair tie that's attached in the back. The button, I stuck I don't know if you can see this, but there's a button underneath the big button, and that makes it so that there's room for the hair tie to grab onto this. And then I just tied it through here. I used some wax thread on there. So this book, it's got 5 signatures, as you can see, but I think I put them a little bit too close together because it's not going to stay flat. It's like so full of stuff that there's no way. So that's, I guess, what I learned from doing this. Anyways, let's take you through it. So there's lots of pictures in here, religious pictures and places for my friend to do some journaling. This is kind of like a sheer ribbon stuff that I found that I put over the picture here of Jesus. He's getting his crown there. But I thought it was really pretty, kind of like a veil. There's a lot of these tabs that I used throughout, and that was just from a punch that I had and a really pretty shimmery paper there, turquoise-ish paper. This is a Tim Holtz paper. You'll see that there's a lot of stitching in here that I've done. I really suck at sewing, but I'm learning. But I'm glad I have a sewing machine. I've put a lot of this pretty paper. It's felted. It's really beautiful in here just because I think it's really pretty with the gold and the turquoise. And this is just Silent Night. This is some flecked paper. Has gold flecking in it. I've done a lot of dyeing of the paper with coffee and a little bit from my friend Mr. Kiwi. He provides a really nice, a nice dark brown. It's really pretty. Kind of stinky. You know, the journal smells like shoe polish and coffee, but that's okay. So lots of Bible pages in here. This is just a ledger page. This is a picture that I added paint to for his halo. I think it's really pretty. It's metallic. So it's really pretty against that black background. Some map pages. Lots of deli paper with coffee dyed with a little bit of gold shimmery paint added in there. This one here, you can see the doily imprint here on there. That turned out really pretty. And then I've just sewn this trimming on there. This one actually folds out into 3 sections with pockets. Okay, And I've added in a lot of these envelopes for her to use if she would like. And then this one here has this pretty stitching on it with the leaves. And then I just put some stuff on the back so that she can write some writing lines there for her. And then you can see I've added some dangles here and there. Just using, mostly using paper clips and some safety pins. Back in frame there. Okay. This is just several pieces of this paper that she can write on. I think I might add some metallic paint for his halo. But I left a lot of these kind of open, so, you know, just sewed the top so that she can write underneath. Here's a little pocket that I made with this doily paper. And then I made that with a punch and some Bible pages. This is another veil. This is the Lord's Prayer. And then this opens up. The Sistine Madonna by Raphael. Just some pretty rice paper. I love this one with the angel, really pretty. Just some shiny, pretty paper. This is a repurposed Christmas card. Mary, Jesus. And then here we have a really pretty angel print, or image rather. You'll see too that I've added some little charms in the middle of my signatures to tie off the signatures. It's just a little poem. Another pretty paper. Here's a tag that I made that she can use. She can use this for a bookmark, or she can just journal on it. Stick it back in here in this pocket. This paper is really nice. It's a felted winged heart. It's so pretty. I just love that page. This is a jelly print, I think, that I made. I just tore off a piece and glued it on there with a little birdie. That paper, dyed paper. This one actually is a bookmark or whatever, you know, with a pretty gemmed cross. This is just another tag. She can write on the back. So this is quite ridiculous and hilarious, but I'm not a very good sewer. But here's this really pretty beaded fringe that I sewed on here, and it really did a horrible job of sewing it. But the funny thing is that on the back side, you can see how messed up it is. The tension was all wrong or whatever on the sewing machine, but I actually kind of like it because it's just kind of crazy. It's kind of a crazy disaster, but I kind of like it, even so. A little calligraphy page with a little flower embellishment. This is a little glassine envelope. This really pretty paper that I have in the background there. Now this paper right here, I'm going to try and get it close so you can see. The paper's from a super old Bible. It was like the interior cover, inside front cover and back cover paper, and it was like the first and the last page. But I'd used some of that in the painting, and I just love that. I think it's so pretty. Crosses in the flowers. It's really pretty pattern paper. This one is used, I used some big foam stamps to get those leaves in there. And this is just a jelly print, which I don't really like it in here, but it's alright. I don't really like that there's purple on here, I think. This paper's really got a nice spot gloss on it, so it's got a beautiful flower pattern on it. Book from Proverbs. This is a embossed paper. And this is a little tuck spot. I just put in a little piece of music, hymn, and then I wanted to show you this one up close. Isn't that beautiful? I just really love that page. I don't know that it has anything to do with religion, but I like it. I think it's really pretty. Doily. This is the interior spread, so there's a couple of charms on there. Another doily. I love this one. I just think that is so beautiful. It looks like it's Christmassy to me. Anyway, I love that one. Here's a piece of that doily I used to make that impression on the other page. But it's really pretty. It's got that beautiful brown, and then it's got some metallic gold on it. It's really pretty. Some more of this pretty felted paper. Another painted image. Some more of that glossy paper. So I was kind of going for, obviously, a little bit of a turquoise, seafoam green, and black and gold for the most part. The map pages. jelly print on deli paper. This is a repurposed card I got from when my mother died. And I think it's really pretty. And a glassy envelope with another picture of Jesus and some scripture. I love this one. The Madonna of the Tear, it's called. This one's got a little embellishment and then with a little star gem. And this is the end. The last page is right there. Oh, no. One more page. And that's it. You can see it's quite beefy. I don't know how many pages I have in there, but it's a lot. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Bye.